Cory Nakatani. Ahí lo tenemos al número 1. El número 1 vaya galopando Superfly con la monta de Gary Stevens. Este ente en Puerto Rico está pagando $6. El número 4 es Calculated Risk con la monta de Edgar Prado. Está pagando 26. Ahí lo tenemos a Calculated Risk. El número 5 es Discreet Cat. La monta de Javier Castellanos está pagando $9. El número 6, ahí vemos al Rusio Political Force con la monta de José Santos. Está pagando $6. Tenemos al número 7, Tom Sun, la monta de Cornelio Velázquez, que ganó la primera carrera, está pagando $30. El número 8 es Quada, la monta de Jerry Bailey, está pagando $20. Ahí tenemos al favorito, al número 9, Ivanovsky, la monta de John Velázquez, está pagando $5.60. Y por último, el número 10, Last Best Place, la monta de Eibar Coa, está pagando $36. Esos son los participantes.
Y lo llevan a esa jaula. Se resiste. Cuando ya son las 3:28 minutos. Siguen trabajando. Hay 4 hombres con ese ejemplar. Número 6, Political Force. Frente a esa jaula número 6. Retirados aquí el 2, Mr. Hamlin, y Barcola, la número 3. Impulsan fuertemente allá el número 6, Political Force. Pero el ejemplar no quiere entrar. Siguen trabajando con él. En la banca de segunda, en Puerto Rico, domina el número 9, Ivanovsky. Segundo candidato, el 6, Political Force. Y de tercero tenemos al... Y aquí está la salida de esta segunda prueba, la parte de afuera. Trata de irse la monta de John Velázquez y Ivanovsky. Adentro lo está dominando Discreet Cat en los primeros 150. Domina por medio cuerpo para el segundo. Se está colocando ahora la parte de adentro. Nos parece que es el ejemplar número 7, número 1, Orlov, la monta de Cory Nakatani. Van a los primeros 400 metros con el número 5, Discreet Cat, que se mantiene al frente por cuerpo y medio en 22-2. Superfly está en la segunda posición. Ivanovsky afuera se coloca tercero y el cuarto adentro lo tiene Orlov, el número 1. Faltan algunos 600 metros y Discreet Cat mantiene un cuerpo. Insiste afuera en el segundo Superfly. En el tercero a 2.5. Quedan luchando. Ivanovsky a la parte de adentro. Está adelantando ahora Calculate Rick, la monta de Edgar Prado. Van a la recta final. Discreet Cat sigue al frente por cuerpo y medio. Superfly para el segundo. En el tercero se mantiene a la parte de adentro el ejemplar número 4, Calculate Risk. Faltan algunos 150 y se mantiene Discreet Cat con ventaja de unos 3 a 4 cuerpos y ya tiene la carrera. Para el segundo está solo también el número 1A, Superfly. Gana cómodo aquí el número 5, Discreet Cat, con la monta de Javier Castellano. Llegó segundo el número 1A, Superfly. De esta tercera prueba, la parte de adentro, Butter Chan trata de irse, le está presentando pelea Rajish Chance a la parte de afuera, y más afuera está de lleno en la pelea con Tiki. Van a esa primera curva, tremenda lucha por la delantera, domina Rajish Chance por solamente medio cuerpo. Para el segundo es Canox el que está asumiendo la delantera. Para el segundo queda con Tiki. En el tercero, a la parte de adentro, va el ejemplar número 1, Butter Chan, y por fuera Class Concern, 23-3. Los primeros 400 y está al frente el ejemplar Canox por solamente pescuezo. Para el segundo se mantiene con Tiki, Class Concern afuera. En el tercero, en el cuarto están luchando a la parte de afuera Mi Ex Approval, y adentro el número 1, Butter Chance. Van a los primeros 800 metros con Canox al frente por solamente medio cuerpo. Con Tiki, la monta de John Velázquez, sigue segundo. En el tercero, a la parte de afuera, Class Concern a medio. En el cuarto, busca espacio adentro el ejemplar Barchan, 47-3. La media milla, y Canox sigue al frente por medio con Tiki. Ataca en el segundo, también lo hace afuera Class Concern a 1. En el cuarto, sigue buscando el espacio Barchan a medio. En el quinto queda Mi Ex Approval, 1.10.4 los 1.200 metros. Y cuando van a la recta final, Canox sigue al frente por solamente medio cuerpo. Busca el segundo lugar adentro el número 1, Barchan. Gran contacto que hubo allá con Mi Ex Approval. Cuando faltan 200 metros afuera, Mi Ex Approval está dominando por cabeza, pero adentro está colándose a la ejemplar. Nos parece que es, vamos a ver, el número 3, Rajiv Chance, el que domina ahora por medio cuerpo. Rajiv Chance ataca afuera nuevamente el 1, Battle Chance, y se quedó corto. El triunfo es para el número 3, Rajiv Chance, la monta de Eibarcoa. Y el tercero, Santana Strings, Lost in the Fox, aquí en la sexta, sigue abriendo ventaja, domina por unos 5 a 6 cuerpos, pasó los 1200 metros en 1.9 flat y va a ganar completamente fácil. Para la segunda posición la consigue aquí Social
It was a surprise. Well, Bellamy Road had chosen the last race. We would have maybe seen a better race, would have put up a fight against Lost in the Fog. But
here in April, the Wood Memorial, 17.5 length victory, record-setting fashion, off the charts fast. All summer, Nick Zito weighed his options. Would it be the King's Bishop at 7 furlongs against Lost the Fog, or would it be the 1.25 mile Travers off a 16-week layoff? And I think the big picture played a crucial part in Zito's.
He finishes third or second or fourth, whatever. At least we could build on that, and then we could go forward. If he runs all the way with Lost in the Fog, you might digress and go the other way, and it might be a little too hard on him. So either way, they're both tough things I'm asking him to do. You know, let's face it, I'm asking him to do me a big, big favor. He has a run in 120.
we're at Saratoga, 18 minutes away from the 136th running of the Travers. We'll come right back and get you all set up. Meeting the horses next. Saratoga, 15 minutes from the Grade 1 Travers Stakes. You know, when I first thought up the idea about holding a Breeders' Cup every year, we'll correct any mistakes we make now or furthermore as you continue to look at that great card. Did I say 5 live races? 3.5 million on the line. And wire to wire's on every day just about. Right now, Castellano, the jockey, he rode him to that 7th place finish as the favorite in the Derby.
He is a natural front runner. He should make the early lead, especially from the inside post position. And you know he's good enough to win. The only question, the 112-day layoff. No Travers winner has ever accomplished that before.
Nick Zito trains that one and this one, the 2, Andromeda's hero, Corey Nakatani. Hasn't won since February.
He'll race with blinkers on today. He was 3rd last out, beaten 11 3/4 lengths by Flower Alley. In his race before that, of course, he was 2nd in the Belmont at 1.5 miles.
He definitely could handle the distance, so that's a big run.
Checkup is the 3 with Gary Stevens. He needs to earn another $3.1 million to get back to even.
Yeah, $3.3 million two-year-old he was. He's 1 for 8 lifetime. If you want to like Chekhov, here's the case. He was 4th in the Haskell on a speed-favoring track at 1 1/8 miles. Today, a more honest track, 1 1/4 miles.
I'm only saying it once. The 4, Roman Ruler, Jerry Bailey, Bob Baffert. He's on a roll again.
He won the Dwyer and beat Flower Alley back in July. In August, he won the Haskell very impressively. And the Bob Baffert camp is very confident in Roman Ruler's chances today. They say he's never been better.
The 5, Don't Get Mad, with Edgar Prado. He's going to try to pick up the pieces late.
Disappointing 5th in the Swap Stakes. But, of course, this is the horse that was 4th in the Kentucky Derby, beating many of these. You saw his trainer, Ron Ellis, who was 1 for 1 lifetime at Saratoga. And here's what Ellis had to say.
I think the key to Don't Get Mad's race today will be if he gets some pace to run out from, say, Bellamy Road, and also the...
Jose Santos will try to get him to run like his father.
Under Gulch won the Travers back in 1995. He also sired a Travers winner, and that would be Point Given in 2001. But Reverberate was beaten 5 lengths in the Jim Dandy by Flower Alley, and that's what he'll have to turn around today.
Flower Alley, John Velazquez, and Todd Pletcher, very impressive in the Jim Dandy on our air.
A 5-length winner of that race. That was easily the best race of Flower Alley's career. Todd Pletcher is trying to win the Travers for the first time. He likes his post position today.
I think Flower Alley being in post position 7 is a great advantage. It gives me an opportunity to see how the race unfolds inside of it.
A piece on Dana. What does Dana bring to your stable that is so valuable?
Well, she brings a lot of experience. She's been on really great horses, and so it's easy for her to figure out, you know, when we have a good one, she'll tell me, boy, this is a special horse.
He wants to add his 2 cents, too.
That's
Thanks,
right.
Bodie. Now, with Roman Ruler's foot problems now under control, what has that enabled you to do with
the Travers? It seems like time stands still sometimes during commercial breaks. Well, we talked about some of those other challengers, Roman Ruler, Flower Alley, Randy. Those 2 have been together before.
Coming off layoffs, and Roman Ruler getting the best of Flower Alley that day by a half length. Then they went their separate ways. July 30th here at Saratoga. Flower Alley, very impressive winner of the Jim Dandy. Meanwhile, Roman Ruler went the Haskell route a week later at Monmouth.
and again showing that the foot problems are well behind him with Jerry Bailey in the saddle. Now their careers intersect once again here at the Travers.
And he's been into space since he won on First Samurai. Jerry Bailey had said this horse came out of that race, as did Baffert, so well. Like, wanted to keep running. None of those problems. Remember, he had the hoof problems. That's what kept him out of the Triple Crown campaign.
Trainer Todd Pletcher has had 3 Jim Dandy winners in the past. One of them didn't make it.
Well, I mean, I think probably both.
His name Chekhov, in memory of the famous Russian poet. And the Russian poet take a long time to be famous, but we're very happy with him now. He's improving after each race. He cost a lot of money when he was a baby, but we're very sure that he will cost even more when he finished to run. After the Belmont, we really target the Travers, and we decide to bring to Mahmoud Park. He need to learn to really catch up other horses. We was pleased by his effort, and he should produce a much better one this time. For any, we have the luxury to have Gary Stevens, who is the best jockey in the country. On top of that, the movie star, which is really good for the photo after the race. Qu'est-ce que tu penses d'être le Budweiser long shot? Are we going to have the champagne?
It's not even how he talks. He was trying to do his sexy Frenchman voice there or something. But
Biancone obviously was very disappointed in the Hopeful the way Henny Hughes ran, much like his favorite Zavata ran in the Hopeful a few years before that at 2-5 odds. Last year, Lionheart finished last in this race for Biancone, so now he's hoping to make today a better day for him and sort of erase the memories of Lionheart a year ago.
Stevens looks relaxed anyway. Quint Kesnick back there with the rich folks and the owner.
A real good horse from the gate. He can have a little trouble in there, which could spell a little trouble for Flower Alley, who's going to be breaking right to his outside. The good part about Flower Alley's draw there is that he is outside, and if Reverberate comes out of there shakily, as he often does, and he does bump Flower Alley, Flower Alley's got nobody else to bump into. He's got nobody to his outside. There's Roman Ruler taking his spot behind the gate. There is Reverberate. We're waiting for Reverberate and Flower Alley. Many eyes focused on that post position number 1 there for Bellamy Road, who is expected to be the leader here. Here we go. They are in the gate. And they are up in the Travers. Bellamy Road has broken alertly and has quickly angled well off the rail. He's going to try to carry the others a little farther out into the turn. And there goes Flower Alley, now who runs along in second, and Bellamy Road really wants to run today. Javier Castellano trying to settle him down. He steps out by 2 and is now angled over to the inside. Flower Alley runs in second. Roman Ruler's between horses. The blinkered Andromeda's Hero is very close today. He's only 3 lengths from the lead, and down toward the inside, he's running along in 4th. Reverberate well out into the track is 5th. Don't Get Mad is 6th, and 5 lengths back to the trailer. Chekhov into the backstretch run. Bellamy Road, solid first quarter, 23-2, loops on a 2.5 length lead. Flower Alley runs along in second, and Jerry Bailey guides Roman Ruler just to the outside of Flower Alley. But Flower Alley's making an early move here with 6 furlongs to go. The half was 47 2/5 seconds, so it's Bellamy Road, and they are not giving him a free ride on that lead. Flower Alley's pressing him, so Bellamy Road lets it out a notch with 5 furlongs to go. The lead's now a length and 3/4. Flower Alley runs second by another 5. Roman Ruler is third. He's now about 7 lengths from Bellamy Road. Andromeda's Hero, Don't Get Mad, Reverberate, and Chekhov. There's a half mile to go here. Bellamy Road rambles through 3/4 of a mile in 1:10.4. Flower Alley called out for run now, and Roman Ruler is revving up, and there's 3 furlongs to go in the Travers, and it's still Bellamy Road who barrels to the top of the stretch with the lead by a length. Flower Alley edging closer to him. Roman Ruler is third. Don't forget, Don't Get Mad. He's 4th, 5 lengths from the lead. The field turns for home, and it's Flower Alley. Flower Alley who wrestles that lead away from Bellamy Road, who's battling out gamely, just a neck behind. It's Flower Alley in front. Bellamy Road is second by 3. Roman Ruler is third. Don't Get Mad is 4th. Flower Alley is the winner of the 136th Travers Stakes. A decisive victory over Bellamy Road and Roman Ruler, and Don't Get Mad. The final time was 2:02 3/5 seconds. Tactically brilliant ride there by Johnny VELAZQUEZ on Flower Alley. He really never let Bellamy Road get too far away from him. The pace was very solid here, and this was a very solid winner of the Travers.
as Tom Durkin said, he made his move much before most people thought he would, with 6 furlongs to go. But that just got him a little bit closer where he could make the big attack at Bellamy Road, who ran a very strong race for his first out since May 7th.
Well, fortunately for Velazquez and the winning trainer Todd Pletcher there, getting his first Travers win, by the way. Flower Alley is a horse that is a very tactical kind of horse. He can show speed, can sit a little off the pace. He can be pretty much wherever Johnny Velazquez wanted him to be. It was a solid pace, 47-2, but any slower than that, and Bellamy Road would be in danger of going wire to wire, so Johnny wanted to go after him and put a little heat on him.
John Velazquez, congratulations. Another win for you. A double Jim Dandy to this race, huh?
Thank you very much. It's an awesome horse. Man, I have to thank my agent to be getting on this horse and teach him the right things.
Now, Johnny, tell us what you were thinking on the back stretch when Bellamy Road had a clear lead on you.
Well, you know, I let him go into the first turn. I didn't want to be head and head with him, but once we got to the backside, I didn't let him go too easily, so I wanted to put a little bit of pressure as long as my horse was doing it easy. So give my horse his head, and he was doing it pretty good, so he gave me a lot of...
Becomes the 6th horse to win both those races, Jim Dandy and the Travers. Todd Pletcher has been the leading trainer here year after year, and he's got a big one on this day. We'll make it official. We'll hand out money and talk to winners when we return. Flower Alley has won the Travers.
He's being led in by owner Eugene Melnick and his wife Laura, also the owner of this horse. Melnick, of course, the owner of the Ottawa Senators of the National Hockey League. And there you see the rest of the winning connections.
Expert ride from John Velazquez. Flower Alley's your winner in the Travers Stakes. Let's go to Quint now with an explanation about Bellamy Road's performance.
That's right. I'm with Nick Zito and Javier Castellano. Nick, characterized that performance by your colt.
I thought it was unbelievable. He hasn't run in 4 months. Javi did a great job. I salute the winner. Obviously, you know, Flower Alley, but I got to salute Bellamy Road. I mean, 4 months coming off the bench and giving us this, and his future's bright, and what a great horse I got.
When you saw the fractions posted, did you think winning the race was within his scope?
I did, and you know, actually the winner ran a tremendous race. But, you know.
Nick, you talked about setting this race as a setup for the fall in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Any indication on whether that would continue or not?
I sure hope so. I mean, he's a wonderful horse, and he gave us his all today, and didn't he, Javi? So we'll see what it is. We'll talk to the Steinbrenner family, and of course Ed Sexton, the manager, and everybody, Hank and George and Jessica. And one thing, we got a great horse. We got to be proud.
Thanks, Nick and Javier. Bellamy Road showed a lot of talent today, coming off that 16-week layoff.
No reason to take that loss very hard. Flower Alley paying $8 on the nose up front. Bellamy Road, a good place price at $4.10 for those who played Flower Alley over Bellamy Road, $33. And Chick Day for politicians as well, obviously. We're coming right back to Saratoga.
Your star in thoroughbred racing during the last century and is firmly established as one of the world's greatest sporting sites.
A Belmont Park moment in history. Only 11 horses have clinched Triple Crown victories at Belmont, including Citation in 1948, who never lost a race there. 18 horses have come close, winning the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness, only to fall short at Belmont.
Visit beautiful Belmont Park to celebrate 100 years of...